Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Hield. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Yeah, this play is about the effort level of Tyrese Halliburton running the floor to get that break.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Williams' shot is off.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Nwora. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Nwora, and that one drops. Nwora's got his second basket of the night.
And Mathurin proving he can be unselfish, wanting to find his teammates.
Grant. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. It's deflected.
Oh my goodness, Tyrese Halliburton twice on the pipe, send him back defensively.
On the wing, Hield. Off target with his three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Jackson. That misses off the backboard.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Halliburton, that's good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Morant outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
And so it's Indiana with it, following Ja Morant's three. So both teams making some changes here.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Nembhard. Stolen by Jackson. Inside. Pass to Mays. Memphis moving it around. Brooks misses. Indiana leading by 4. Here's Nembhard. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick Carlisle and I did speak a few minutes ago. Well, there's no question this team can shoot the ball, and that's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
Substitution on the court.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Kennard's shot is off.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Back to Kennard. Puts up a three. Good on the triple.
This, folks, is what a pure shooter looks like. Luke Kennard, so good from range.
And the Pacers finished 25 and 57 last season, their worst record since the mid-'80s. Indiana deciding to go young, and with that comes growing pains.
And Indiana making a change here. Kennard on the wing. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Wow, how about the start to this game? Taking excellent shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
And last season, a tough one, Indiana, with their lowest winning percentage, Greg, in over 30 years.
Yeah, but I love how they approach the end of the season. Bringing in Tyrese Halliburton, playing a lot of the younger players, planning for the future.
Here's Mays. Just 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Clark. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. "20 seconds left in the first quarter. And it's slammed in by Turner.
And this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that, defense.
3.
To the paint. Here's Turner. Second chance shot. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Turner's got his second bucket.
Miles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
A good game so far as we conclude.
16.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Indiana.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Now here's Morant. And Adams with the slam.
Make no mistake, an intimidating 7-footer. Steven Adams gets the space he needs and finishes with ease.
To the inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defense. Oh!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Down low. It's stolen by Adams. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And it's Clark with the finish.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
That one goes. Count it. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Jackson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Pass to Turner. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line.
Well, you love how Miles Turner gets into space in the paint, makes it really hard for the defender not to lean in and get some contact against Turner.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Halliburton. That one, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. It'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. Pacers trailed by 4.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year voting.
Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, help. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
That's good from Turner.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Morant with it. 11 points in the game. Offensive rebound. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
I'll tell you, he's in a rhythm and playing with purpose. Great first quarter, even better in the second.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now, let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Daniel Theis is doing. Dave, what'd you find out?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Pacers. And the news is not good. Right now, it looks like a broken ankle with additional damage to the surrounding connective tissue. And, of course, that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
So, timeout called here, the first for Indiana.
Indiana face man. Give it up for your first minutes Knicks team.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Indiana. They trail by 7. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. Morant outside. Puts up a 3. 4 on the shot clock. Shot's good by Williams. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Guys, you think about this Indiana Pacers proud organization. They have not been to a conference finals since 2014. And consider when they did get into the playoffs, they were bounced in the first round several times.
Pass to Morant. And they double up Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Back to Jackson. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Miscue there. Hadn't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
Substitution on the court.
Pacers trailed by 9. And for this Pacers franchise, Doris, they took a step backwards last season.
Kevin, there's no doubt about it. Their worst record in over 30 years. But you know what? I really like what they did. They shuffled the deck player-wise. They brought in a new head coach. Sometimes you have to take that step backward to go 2 steps forward.
Hits it from three-point range.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Nesmith. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And so he hits both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Kennard for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Pacers trailed by 8. Nice D from Brooks. Now Kennard. Here's Len. And the dunk by Len.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Indiana. It's a 10-point game. To the middle. Here's Turner. And Adams sends it back.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
Williams with a clean look. It's rebounded by Indiana. Halliburton with it. He's picked up by Morant. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Jackson. Again, Memphis.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
And the rejection by Jackson. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got the lead up to 14 now for Memphis.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Indiana again turning it over.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
And the Pacers call time here.
For your Indiana Pacers, everyone. Let's get excited.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Halliburton drives in. It's stolen by Adams. Williams for three. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Here's Turner. Pass to Mathurin. Back to Hield. Shot to stop the run. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And Jackson throws it down.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
The Pacers making a change here.
Andrew Nembhard.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Adams. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, we all know Steven Adams is one of the most physical guys in the NBA. He is so solid at using his body to pick up fouls.
And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
Here's Turner. They can't stop the run with that one.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Pacers trailed by 21.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. The Grizzlies with another miss. And here are the Pacers now. They're scoreless since the first half. Here's Jackson over Brooks. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by Memphis.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, most NBA first-round picks are one-and-done guys. But Chris Duarte took a different path, starting his collegiate career in junior college.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
And Greg, when Chris Duarte got drafted in 2021, he was 24 years old.
How about that, Kevin? The oldest first-round pick in almost 20 years. Duarte showed maturity during his first year. Great defense. Not someone you have to spend a ton of time developing.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Nembhard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Memphis on the break. Clark left side. Down low. Here's Brooks. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Brandon Clark.
Brooks has got 5 points so far. Smith inside. Some solid defense from Clark.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Here's Len, and the layup's good off the glass. He has 6.
The broad shoulders of Alex Len carrying more of the load inside.
Pass to Neesmith. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Indiana again missing. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Back to Clark. Here's Mays. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. Pass to Neesmith. No good again that time. And so it's Memphis, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous.
The Grizzlies, 61.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Fans.
Here's Jones. A 3 ball. It doesn't go for him. And Indiana will go the other way with it. The drive by Hill. Pass to Neesmith. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Now, here's Bain. Jones with it. The tray connects from 3-point range. Jones has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Grizzlies. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Now Kennard. In the corner, it's Payne. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
The shot no good by Duarte. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Kennard. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Pass to Turner. It's stolen. It's tipped. Inside. Here's Nora. And that one is hammered home.
Now, this guy has made giant strides in his playmaking. Nice setup by Buddy Hield right there.
And here's Kennard. He's guarded by Hill.
Pacers foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Grizzlies substitution. Zaire Williams.
Bain with it. Outguarded by Hield. And the foul on Miles Turner.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Assistant
And the
foul.
flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
And so it's Memphis with it. Pass to Bain. There's the three. Morad grabs the board. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Are you looking at the MVP race last season between three incredible big men with Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo? Analyzing that, Doris, what's your big takeaway?
The idea that the big man, the 5 spot in the NBA is obsolete. That argument is over. What impresses me is the skill level of NBA players, particularly manning the center position in the modern age. Highly skilled, can shoot it, can take it off the bounce, and are exceptional passers. Boy, this is fun to watch.
Williams in the post. Outside for Jackson. Jackson trying to break free. The Grizzlies with another miss.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the paint. Here's Williams. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. McConnell scanning the floor. Here's Nora. Goes back up. Turner for three. It's rebounded by Memphis.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Aldama. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Aldama's got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Nora. Launches it. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
Just a cold shooting night. Needs to try to make it into the basket.
From downtown, that one misses. So the Pacers will take it the other way. To the inside. They need this one. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Something people always mention, Doris, about Miles Turner is what a strong leader he is.
Kev, consider how rare it is. Miles Turner was voted captain after just his 2nd season in the league. He's positive, he's willing to be a vocal presence, and his attitude about being a terrific teammate contributes to what people think of him.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Brooks outside. To the left side wing. Morant with a wide open look. And there's Brooks putting it right back in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
And here's McConnell. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned